Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. And we're going to do something a little bit different today. In this video, we're going to talk about Darryl Strawberry. That's right, guys. We're going to do a little baseball today, man. Shout out to Darryl Strawberry, man. The New York Mets legend. He is going to get his number 18 retired by the New York Mets, man. They're going to honor Darryl Strawberry. I believe they're going to honor Darryl Strawberry and Doc Gooden. But we're going to focus on Darryl Strawberry in this video because Darryl Strawberry was one of my favorite baseball players growing up in the 80s in New York City, guys. Darryl Strawberry. So we're going to talk about him being honored by the New York Mets, retiring his number 18 in this video. And I want to thank you guys, man. Everybody across the world, everybody across the states has been supporting my channel. I'm truly humbled by all the support, guys. You guys commenting, liking my videos, subscribing to my channel. It is truly, truly humbling, guys. Much respect to everybody out there, man. We must continue to stand up, man. That's what this always been about in this channel, guys. You know it's all about the facts, man. So thank you for all the support, man. Much respect, yo. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, man, I've told you guys many times on this channel, I grew up in New York City, right? Inwood Park. I grew up right down the street from Inwood Park, man, the Washington Heights area of uptown Manhattan. And as a kid growing up in New York City, I told you guys that my father was a fan of the New York teams, right? It didn't matter what team it was. It was New York he rooted for, man. Baseball, basketball, football. And when I talk about Darryl Strawberry, we talk about the New York Mets, many people know, if you watched baseball in the 80s, if you grew up in New York City in the 80s, guys, then you know that the New York Mets were the team of the 80s in New York City, not the Yankees, guys. It was the New York Mets. They were the team of New York City in the 80s, guys, growing up, right? They had all the players. It was Gary Carter and Keith Hernandez and Mookie Wilson and Lenny Dykstra, Darryl Strawberry, Doc Gooden, Ron Darling, right? All these guys that played on the New York Mets in the 80s, right? The amazing Mets, right? And when I talk about Darryl Strawberry, guys, being one of my favorite players growing up, those are the facts, man. Remember, on this channel, I've always told you guys, this has never been personal. I do not know Darryl Strawberry personally because we all know that Darryl Strawberry was fighting his own demons, right? He ended up having serious drug problems, addiction problems, which really derailed his career. Darryl Strawberry would have been a first ballot Hall of Famer without the drugs, without the problems off the field. So when I tell you that Darryl Strawberry was my favorite player growing up, I did not know about any of the off-the-field things that Darryl Strawberry was doing or that he was involved in. I was a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old kid during the 80s. That had nothing to do with why I appreciated and loved Darryl Strawberry. On the Mets, man, he was the best player, man. Especially in the 88 season, man. I started playing Little League Baseball for Inwood when I was about 6 years old, guys, 1986. And don't forget, the Mets won the World Series in 1986, right? But in 1988, man, Darryl Strawberry had a great season, probably one of his greatest individual seasons of his career in 1988. I believe he finished runner-up to the MVP that season. I think he led the league in home runs. I want to say he had like 35 home runs in 88. But he was just sensational, man. I have all these Darryl Strawberry baseball cards from 88. And that was one of his greatest individual seasons, man. And I was 8 years old at that time playing in Little League, man. And Darryl Strawberry was my favorite player in baseball. He was 6'6", about 200 pounds. He was left-handed like me. He batted left. He threw left. My dad used to call me the straw man because of my lefty swing. I used to try to swing like Darryl Strawberry, man. If you guys know Darryl Strawberry, you know the beautiful swing of Darryl Strawberry. This was before Ken Griffey Jr., who would become my favorite player after Darryl Strawberry. Right? It was kind of funny how Darryl Strawberry was kind of like falling off with the drugs and everything around 1990, right around the time that Ken Griffey Jr. was coming into his own in Major League Baseball, 89, 90, 91. And Ken Griffey Jr. would become one of my favorite players also after Darryl Strawberry, man. I played outfield like Darryl Strawberry, like Ken Griffey Jr. Like I said, I was left-handed like Darryl Strawberry, batted, throws left. So he was always one of my favorite players, man. And like I said, I wanted to emulate the swing of Darryl Strawberry, the grace, the way that he played the game. He made it look effortless out there. He could steal bases. He could play the field. And we all know that he could hit the ball. But shout out to Darryl Strawberry. I just wanted to do a quick video on Darryl Strawberry, man. Like I said, man, he was fighting demons throughout his career in New York City. We all know he would end up, leaving. I believe he played for the Dodgers one year. I want to say, and then he played for the Yankees for about 4 or 5 seasons. I believe he won 2 World Series titles with the Yankees. 96 and 99, I want to say they won the World Series. Darryl Strawberry was on those teams. He was a contributor. He wasn't one of their better main players, but he was a contributor to those teams. So shout out to Darryl Strawberry, 3-time World Series champion, man. Like I said, I believe he still has the all-time home run record for the New York Mets, 235 home runs or something like, whatever it is, guys. But I saw this on the news the other day. Darryl Strawberry is getting his number 18 retired by the New York Mets, man. And I want to show you guys something, man. I found this earlier. I was looking for this and I found it. If you guys know what this is, then you know. This is called starting lineups. These were called the starting lineups characters, right? I have a bunch of these. I got Michael Jordan. I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. And this is Darryl Strawberry, guys. This is Darryl Strawberry, man. I told you guys, it's not all talk for me, man. I lived this. I lived the 80s in the city, man. Darryl Strawberry, one of my favorite players growing up, man. Shout to Darryl Strawberry, man. Like I said, man, this is a pose of him and his swing, man. The end of his beautiful swing, man. So shout out to Darryl Strawberry, man. Shout out to the New York Mets of the 80s, the amazing Mets, the 86 Mets, man. The last World Series champion for the New York Mets, man, 1986, man. I'm telling you guys right now, growing up in New York City in the 80s was something else, man. The Mets were something else. These guys were rock stars, man. They were legit rock stars in the 80s, guys. They were. It was the Mets, not the Yankees, guys. I'm telling you, man, you had the Lenny Dykstras, the Keith Hernandez, the Mookie Wilsons, the Darryl Strawberries, the Doc Goodins. I mean, the personalities of the New York Mets is part of what made them so popular in New York City, man. And Darryl Strawberry, man, was their best player, man, for several years, man. He was legit, man. So shout out to him, man. Like I said, it's never personal. I don't know these people personally. And Darryl Strawberry, fought demons off the field, man. Right? A lot of us have problems in our personal lives, man. That's why I say these videos are never personal. I do not know these people personally. Only thing I can tell you guys is the feeling that I had watching them as a kid growing up, man, and what they meant as far as the sport they played in. Like I said, man, I'm not saying that Darryl Strawberry was this great person, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him like that. All I know is the feeling that he gave us on the baseball field, the way that he played the game, the way that he made it look effortless, man, the beauty of his game, man. So shout out to Darryl Strawberry, man, the strong man. One of the great New York Mets in the history of the game, getting his number 18 retired. Same thing with Doc Gooden, man. Doc Gooden getting his number retired also by the New York Mets, man. So shout out to both of them. But like I told you, man, Darryl Strawberry was one of my favorite players growing up, man. I was a lefty just like him. I played the outfield like he did, man. I wanted to play the game with the style of the grace that he had, man. So shout out to him, man. The New York Mets doing a big honor for Darryl Strawberry, man. When it seemed like Darryl Strawberry was kind of forgotten about, man. Like I said, the drugs kind of derailed him and people kind of wrote him off. And then he came back for the Yankees and became a contributor and a solid player, man. And he fought his demons, man. And he fights to get back to where he is now in this point in his life, man. So shout out to him, man. Like I said, man, Darryl Strawberry, man, one of my favorite players growing up, man. You guys know the deal, man. Shout out to him, man. Much, much deserved, man. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.